Hi there, Malcolm here with my 9th video for Wyrmberg Games. And today I'm going to share with you my games haul from the Games Expo in Birmingham that took place over the weekend. I went on the Friday when it was supposed to be a bit quieter. Apparently it was, but it was still pretty busy. Got a nice stack of games here, so let's get cracking waving them at the camera. So we have Keyforge, Age of Ascension, the 2-player starter set. I'd already picked up a couple of the unique packs, so I could play the game, but it didn't come with all the bits. This provided the bits, like the keys you're supposed to forge, the amber, along with the wounds, power bonuses, and stun tokens. You also get some nifty mats, so you know where to play your cards. We're quite fortunate to get a copy of this, because for some reason the UK had their orders reduced across the board, and so there are a lot fewer of these knocking about than there should be. Last year I picked up Herbaceous for my wife, who liked the look of it, and she enjoys playing it. So it makes sense to get to the follow-on to that, as Herbaceous seems to be another game that's followed the onward going trend of turning their games into more dice-heavy involved games. Herbaceous Sprouts. Sort of almost the same game, but now with dice. Actually, it's not fair. It is quite a different game, and very enjoyable it is too. So if you're a fan of the original Herbaceous, give this a shot. It's different enough to be different, but also similar enough to actually be similar. Players of Dixit will know that after you've played with the cards a few times, it's difficult to think of anything else to say when certain cards come up. Thankfully, there are oodles of expansions giving you extra cards, but no more space in the original box to put them in. This is the 8th expansion, the 3rd one I've picked up, pointlessly called Harmonies. They could call them anything to be honest, but just number 8 would be sufficed. So another 84 weird and wacky and in some cases quite disturbing cards to try and think of something witty or sensible to say something about. One of the few games my dad will play with me, so this is worth investing in. From the fine folks at Wizard Games, who had a very lovely stall there, and generally trying to sell multiple copies of Sorcerer, that was on display wonderfully. Of course I already got that as a Kickstarter, but they do other games too. I previously picked up Epic Card Game, and one thing that Wizard Games do very well is some nice matching card sleeves. I looked at getting some individual card sleeves, but then spotted this box which holds the cards and also comes with some nice card sleeves inside, along with a promo card. Nice. So I did that. Needless to say, my cards in this box literally fill up about 1/10 of the box. There's room for more cards, particularly Hero Realms, which along with the expansions I got for it, I know we're going to fit in this little box here. I might get them to share with the Epic Card Game. I hope they won't mind too much. For those familiar with Star Realms, this is almost exactly the same, but it's Hero Realms. The cards do behave slightly differently as well. There's more different things they do. It's different, alright? And that one I did buy some extra card sleeves for. They look really nice in them too. But I did a boo-boo. I don't think I got enough, because they're not going to cover all the 5 of the expansion packs I picked up as well. These are all the character packs. So we have Wizard, Fighter, Thief, Cleric, and Ranger. That was all sold as a nice tidy bundle. And speaking of Star Realms, I couldn't say no to this wonderful playing mat for Star Realms. Isn't that just gorgeous? Totally pointless, but gorgeous. At Tabletop Gaming Live, back in September at the Alexandra Palace, my wife and I had a go at Carpe Diem. We really enjoyed it. And so this year we picked it up. And interesting enough, we played it with my mum, and she says it's one of the better games I've collected. So high praise indeed there. And no, the box doesn't do it justice. At last year's Games Expo, I picked up one of the only copies of Dinosaur Ireland going. This year I did it again by picking up one of the very, very few expansions to that, Totally Liquid. I was under the impression that this was the underwater expansion, where you get all the watery creatures from Prehistoria. It isn't. It does do that, but this isn't one expansion. This is actually 5 expansions, if you count adding a 5th player as an expansion, which I suppose in a way it is, particularly if Settlers of Catan, I'm looking at you. 5 and 6 expansions. Grr. Admittedly, it's a lot more expensive than I anticipated, but having opened the box and seen what's inside, I think I did quite well out of that. So lots more dinosaurs stuff to do, which is always nice. So extra props at the nice lady at Games Law who went round the back to see if she could find me a copy. Not technically a game, but we came across a pillow fight warriors who sell a whole range of pillow-like weaponry and shields. This is not a soft toy, this is a pillow for fighting with. We picked her up because we figured the boys would like it, and then I spent most of the weekend watching my wife fighting the children with them. She has the bruises to prove it. There are a whole range of weapons, such as axes, maces, swords, battle axes, hammers, as well as shields. I can see us investing a bit more in this. Great fun. On the way out from the Expo merch table, we picked up this wonderful periodic table of games. You might actually frame and have hanging up behind me. It's probably too small for you to see, but you've got MG is Magic the Gathering, Z exclamation mark is Zombies, exclamation mark, S is Scrabble, GX Galaxy Trucker, and KB is Kingdom Bunnies. A game we did look at, but we'd already spent a lot by then. Maybe next time. There you go. Did you go to the Expo? What did you pick up? I'd love to know. So leave a link or a list in the comment section down below. I am planning on doing some unboxings. Show you a bit of the insides of some of these boxes. Not the sword though. Be stuffing everywhere. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to do. Whether I'm going to do them all or just some choice ones. If you have any preferences, then please do let me know which one you'd like to see me open up. And obviously I have already opened them up and de-sprued them and everything, but you know, if you want a nice closer look and maybe a bit of an explanation of how the game works, then by all means, let me know. I've also done a blog of my experiences at the Expo, and so I'll leave a link to that below. I've also written about some of the games we played while we were there, along with some nice photos of what we saw and did. So do go check that out for more on this. As always, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it yourself. And until next time, see you later.